Hello? Yeah, what's up? Oh, nothing. Hang on, let me just... Okay. What'd you need? Sure thing, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no problem whatsoever. I can get that done for you probably by tonight at... Oh, hang on. Hold on one second, my phone's dying. Okay. Yeah, here, I got you. Yeah, what's up? Oh no, it's fine. I used my cable. It's coming out of exactly what you think it is. Oh, incredibly uncomfortable. You have no idea.
Well, hello there, everybody. It's Baron J, and I'm back again to talk about some shit. World building is one of those things I really like in storytelling. When used correctly, it can take an average story and turn it into a compelling window into another reality. It's the kind of thing that makes things like John Wick, the Grand Budapest Hotel, and even things like having a really good DM in D&D so convincing in their writing.
You see, weaving a web of elements to create a storyline in fantasy world is kind of like Legos. You can use the instruction manual, for sure. That's really boring, though. What you want to do is you want to get a big old tub full of them and then build from the bottom up. And then use the remaining pieces as caltrops to show your enemies the absolute definition of soul-crushing pain.
A couple seasons or so ago, we got a new series that had me excited because of its seemingly deep world that it hinted towards. It was produced by Studio 3 Hertz, the guys responsible for Sora No Method, and most recently Flip Flappers. Along with that, it was directed by the guy who directed Usagi Drop and was a key animator on Shampoo.
You should know that last one. It's the one with the swords. And the Adult Swim. And the hippity hop music.
So here's how it spins. In the distant future, Dimension W is discovered, a dimensional axis that exists outside of the conventional X, Y, and Z plane. A company called New Tesla Energy harnessed the limitless power of this plane in devices called coils, completely rendering all other methods of power obsolete. Kyoma is this guy, with a mysterious and hidden past, who works as a collector, cracking down on the illegal reproduction of these devices. As a strange caveat to this world that he lives in, he doesn't use and typically hates the concept of coils. He drives a gas-powered pussy wagon and lives simply in an old gas station. One day, on a job, he encounters a strange girl who, after, incapacitating him, reveals to him that she is an android powered by coils, but is more completely sentient than others of her kind, and has a mysterious past as well. Ooh. Also, she has adorable little antenna ears and a XLR cable tail.
Nekoborg. No. Feline droid. Nah, not really. That's not really accurate. Meowbot? Nah, it's too cutesy. Cyberpussy.
Cyberpussy.
Anyway, through the Nekobot, we find out about the Numbers, a set of the original prototype coils that hold tremendous power and are linked to a terrible secret past involving a huge accident. Kyoma sets out with his new Andro Kitty and tries to collect all of these numbers and find out the secrets hidden within. So, Dimension W is a great example of world building. While some of it can feel a little bit info-dumpy, the concepts they introduce are fascinating, and the intrigue left to hook you in makes you inquire about the creation and methodology of the coils themselves. Now, the problem with this is that it can be really overloading. Apologies if I'm tiptoeing on the border of pun hell.
You see, what you don't know is Pun Hell is a real place. It's a huge city surrounded by so much lava that they had to build entire walls just to block it all off. One might say it's a real damnation.
The big issue with Dimension W's story lies with the cast. It's not necessarily the characters themselves, it's more how they're introduced. There's two small arcs in particular where they introduce a couple of characters, and it's okay. It's tied into collecting the numbers and it makes sense. But the huge issue I had with it is the final arc. All of a sudden, this guy, whose name I cannot remember, Prince Ali, Fabulous He, Ali McPlot Twist, I don't know, he calls all of the best collectors to the mysterious island that was ravaged in the first huge coil accident. And suddenly there's like 10 new people that show up and they all do random coil shit, and it's like your friend invites you to a party and suddenly there's a bunch of people there who you should know but you don't remember their names because you just met them once or twice, and it's really uncomfortable. Now, this is a neat little display on the varied use of coils, but the fact that for most of these characters we get little to no exposition on them and suddenly they're all there doing shit like, oh hey, I was part of the ensemble, you didn't know? Here's my wacky character theme. It just comes across to me as a little bit off on execution. Not to mention the fact that there are only 12 episodes and all of this happens on like episode 6 or 7. My immediate thought was, wait, is this the end? This seems like it's the end. They only really did like 2 things. Now, who are all these people? The ending in tandem with this seems a little bit convenient as well, leaving Kyoma to be the one who had the answer all along. It's kind of tropey, but it does serve the purpose it needs to, and everything does resolve rather well. Hell, there are a few plot points that are done well. Kyoma's backstory is a tearjerker, and it adds a new dimension to his character.
What's the fire like in Punhel? Nobody knows. You'd have to find a fire distinguisher. Kill me. Just kill me.
Now, when all of this is said and done, there's still a lot of good things about Dimension W. The background design of the cityscapes is really cool when it's there, and the soundtrack has a lot of really creative flair. The direction with a lot of the animation sequences is also great stuff. So, it does have to be said, there are a lot of things to like about Dimension W, but in my watch of it, I found myself a little bit disinterested after a while. I haven't watched the dub, so I don't know if that actually does improve the experience. In the end, for my recommendation, it's gonna lie in that 3-episode area ruling where I say, if you have interest and the time, check it out. It's alright. So, really, it's up to you. After all, you have the power.
This is the end of the video. Here's a subscribe button. Here's a Twitter. Here's a Twitch channel and a Facebook. Over in the left-hand corner, there's shirts, and I got a new one. Yay! Over on the top right, you can click on a video about me talking about my audiobook. If you have a suggestion for a show for me to watch, tell me in the comments. I'll get on it at some point.
Thanks for watching, everybody. It's getting really humbling to see that, like, I put out a video now and it gets 1,000 views within a day, and it's getting kind of nuts, and I still can't believe it. It's great to see all of you enjoying my stuff. I will take a second to say a couple things. First and foremost, when I'm not doing Baron J, I do a lot of music work. I've been working on some contract stuff for the past couple of weeks. That's why I haven't been able to get something out as quickly as I have. Recently, I did something for a friend of mine, Ilnej, his channel over here. He did a video on that Final Fantasy movie that we pretend doesn't exist. I did a neat little version of One Winged Angel for the end of his video, and I'll leave that for you to find out what it's for. Go check out his stuff. He's really good. As far as the rest of my music stuff, I'm kind of struggling to find the time to work on it. I have to kind of dedicate myself like a whole day to doing it, so it's here and there whether or not I can. But when I do, I'll be posting it on my SoundCloud over here. I haven't really posted this as much, but there's this. I post some stuff that I don't even put on my channel up there. And lastly, I'm getting close to the 7,000 mark for subscribers, and I'm still incredibly baffled by this. But I've had this thought for a while now, and I've wanted to ask you guys about your opinion on it. Let me know in the comments. I'm thinking of creating a Patreon, and I know it's hipster welfare, but I feel like it would be a good way for you guys to support me and give me some goals for you all to see from me. So if you think that's a good idea, let me know in the comments. I'll read them and I'll get back with you on that. As always, thanks guys. Bye-bye.